make me.
Today I'm going to show you how to make your own intro for YouTube. I'll make it based on mine because it's just easier to show to you for you to understand it. I'm going to be using Adobe After Effects. I'm fairly new to it, but it's much easier for me to show it to you on there. And the first thing you need to do is you need to go on the website, which I already have it open here. I'll post a link in the description, and what you need to do is you need to download this template. I'm using this template because it's based on my intro, and it's much easier for me to show it to you. But any other template that you download, they're very similar, especially for After Effects. If you've done one, you can do another one, and if you struggle with something, you can always Google it or just ask me. So what you want to do is click on download. Obviously, you need to have After Effects to do this. You can do it on Sony Vegas as well, but I got it, but I'm not that familiar with it. So what you're going to do is you need to subscribe to YouTube on them and post a Twitter about them, and then the link will appear. Basically, mine, I already done that, so my link just appears, already counting down. But if you haven't, it won't appear. So you need to do them things, Twitter and YouTube, both of them, and that's it. So once you're downloaded, you need to open your After Effects. It sounds like I'm rushing through, which I am, but I want to show it to you the way I've done it, because the way they done it in their video, it does explain things, but it doesn't explain things properly, and I got stuck on it quite a few times and didn't know how to do certain things. So it's much easier to do, for me to show it to you the way I've done it, because you'll understand it much better than I have, than what I did from them. So what you want to do is you want to go File, Open Project, and you want to extract the file you got, and you'll find all these files in it. So you want to open an intro, and you have to convert it. It'll do it for you. Cancel. You're missing a font, and then you're missing 5 files. You're missing the 4 backgrounds and the song, but it's all including back. So what we're going to do is I'm not going to use that background because I'm going to show you the way I've created mine, but just for the purpose of you seeing it, that it is they intro template, you need to go in Elements, right click on Trees, Replace Footage, File, and then you need to go wherever you saved your template. Mine is right here. You need to go in Footage, Elements, and then Trees, and then the background comes up. So if you press spacebar, it'll preview it for you. See, the only reason why it looks a bit laggy is because it's rendering. That green line right there going there, it's rendering. That's what that means. Right, so you can pause that, and then what you need to do is sorry, got a bit lost. Just close that. So right click in this blank area, import file, and then import your own custom background if you want, which I will be doing. It's just plain black. You do that, then what you need to do is you drag that background in here, so it adds to the timeline. You want to disable this background, so now all that's left is your background. As you can see, it's yours. What you want to do next is double click on logo. That screen will come up. Right click in blank space, import file, pictures, find your logo. See, I recommend you vectorize your logo, so it's transparent in the background. That's just the way I've done it, and that's the way I think would be the best. So then you need to drag it in there. Mine's a bit too big, as you can see, so I'm gonna scale it down. Don't worry, it's looking pixelated at the moment. It will render it and it will look absolutely fine. So you can use the arrows out as well to get it perfectly in the middle or whatever. And the most important thing is you want to keep it in this square. You don't want to go outside the lines. You can do, but I recommend not really. It's the best thing. Right, after you've done that, you can close the logo, and then you can play it again. You'll be able to see your logo there, but it's got a fill on it. This template's got a fill on it. You don't need to open that again. What you need to do is you just go to remove the fill. Where was it? Not masks, no, effect, fill. Right there. So you just disable it by clicking on that, and that's it. The fill is off basically. That yellow circle or diamond thing you want to call it, whatever. That just shows that's your logo where it's positioned. So you can close that down again, and then you can play it again, and once it opens up, boom, that's your logo with the lines and everything. Very simple. And then what I did with mine was let me get back to that. Right, what I did with mine is I went into pre-comps, which says don't mess with, but knowing me, I obviously messed with, and in the video they didn't show you about them. So what you want to do is double click on rope comp. So you'll get 4 of these, and what it is that thing there, right there, that opens up and shows your logo kind of thing. So you can disable them, see what's what. That is the position it'd be moving. You don't want to mess with that really, you don't need to. And that's the line there. See, when you go in that effect, obviously it's the control start, and you don't want to mess with effects, you want to go and transform. And what I did with transform was you can scale it. Sorry, not scale it. It's not doing it. 1 second. That is the one, isn't it? Oh, okay. 1 sec. So you can make that bigger, but you don't need that bigger. Where is the one I need? Told you I'm quite new to it myself. But that makes that one bigger. What am I doing? No, it's definitely that. Yeah, I was right. So why isn't that scaling it? Maybe I need to select it. I've selected it. Right, so let's just move up and down. Right. Maybe you do need to go in there. So that moves it up and down and stuff the way you want it. Scale. Yeah, that's how you need to scale that way. Sorry, I've completely had a blank moment there. Right, so you can scale it up if you want it. I'm not going to do that, but basically that's where the control is. The first one, ellipse rotation control. That's where you can scale it. All you need to do is just left click on it, hold it up and down, wherever, the way you want it, what size you want it. It doesn't really matter. So that's that, and then you can go on speed trails, which are these little things. They are called your speed trails, which basically goes from one corner of your screen to the other corner of your screen to give you that speed trail effect, if you may call it. And then obviously if you go in each one, you can transform it, you can scale it just like that, you know, make them massive, do whatever you want with them really. I'm not going to mess around with them that much, but just to show to you it works. So you can make it bigger, smaller, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Then obviously you close them, close that, you don't want them anymore. And now when you play it, you know, you'll notice the things being a bit bigger in the speed trails. That's still black. See all the colors, you can just change it here. Color control effect. So the rope one, let me just rewind a little bit. That's the rope, it's black. Let's change it to white, just easier to see. See, now it's white. Close that. Logo color, you don't need to mess with that because we messed with it earlier. Speed trail color, it's orange. Bit shit, let's put it pink or purple, whichever. Strokes, like I said, once you get used to it, you can just mess around with it wherever you like. Like that's a stroke, the white one in there, and see the color there in the speed trails. What else colors is there? Stroke 2, so that'd be the outside line there, I assume. Let's make that blue. Solid black, background color, you don't need to mess with that because we already have a background text color. It's red, shit. So let's change it to, I don't know, let's change to green. Let's have like a bright green. So that's all the colors basically. So now when you play it, you notice all the colors now changed. Speed trails, the font, the text. Now that little star thing that pops up there, now I don't know where that is. I can't figure out where it is. I don't know honestly where that is, but it doesn't really matter. It's only there for a split second. You can barely notice it. Now what you want to do is you want to add music. So song, you click, select the file, right click on it, and replace footage file, and it will be the same place where you downloaded your template in there. song, and that's the song they give you to use it. Obviously, I'm not using it. I'm using a different one. So the song is there. So if you play it now,
here we go.
that's that. So besides that, that's everything there is to it. There's nothing much else you can. I mean, you can add your own things if you know a bit more about After Effects. You can add extra speed trails, which is pretty easy. Just copy and paste. More logos, more text. You know, you can just add anything you want in it. But that's just basic way of me explaining to you what this file does and how you can create one. So it looks like mine. I'm sure you've seen mine. Mine is that's mine. Very similar, but same time simple. I didn't want the trees in the background, look a bit too tacky. Yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a message.